guys, it is Wednesday, and usually that would be a Deadly Days, but the Deadly Days that I have set up is like extremely long, and that's gonna have to be something I film next week, whereas it is 4:30, and we're just gonna go ahead and do Missing and Murdered instead. So yeah, but that might be something that I replace with Missing and Murdered this week. So we're gonna go ahead and do Missing and Murdered. This is a really short one. I'm so sorry. Not really a whole lot I can do about that, unfortunately. There just wasn't a whole lot of information on this guy, but I still think it's really important to hear about because we don't hear about it enough. So let's just jump in. Alexander Boyd was notable as the Republican County Solicitor and Register and Chancery of Greene County, Alabama in 1870, which is why there's not a whole lot of information on him, during Reconstruction, who was murdered by a lynching party of Ku Klux Klan members, which I actually have this whole segment set up to do on a guy from here who like bombed a black church, and like they'd be bold, like they'd be like proud of what they've done, and I think that's disgusting. But he was fatally shot on March 31st, 1870 in Utah. The city, not the state, spelled differently. It's E-U-T-A-W. The county seat. The Klan members intended to hang him in the square and a public lynching to demonstrate their power during this period and their threat to Republicans. Because, you know, Republicans used to be liberals and Democrats used to be Republicans. Like, they used to be conservative. It's backwards, and now we're backwards. Boyd fiercely resisted their taking him from his hotel room, which power to the people. In the armed confrontation, he was shot and killed there. As was typical of most Klan attacks, his murderers were never brought to justice, because why would they be? That same night, prominent black Republican James Martin was shot and killed at his home in Union, Alabama, also in Greene County. So this was, again, you know, Ku Klux Klan members did that one as well. They were going after prominent black Republican, I guess, politicians, for lack of a better term, and it's just unsad. It's not unsad. That's not even a word. It's just sad, and it's unnecessary, is what I was trying to say. Boyd was born in South Carolina and later lived in Alabama. He was among thousands of Klan victims who were killed or wounded in Alabama and other southern states during the Reconstruction era. The Klan's primary targets were freedmen and free blacks from the North, but they... excuse me, that is so bad. But they also attacked and intimidated white Republican office holders, teachers, and other freedmen sympathizers. Similarly, sorry, I'm struggling with words these past few days. The Greene County Courthouse was burned in 1868, and some suspect that it was arson to destroy such records of suits by freedmen against plantationers. On the night of Boyd's murder, 30. It took 30 people to take down this one man. 30. Sounds like some other big groups running around right now doing shit that's illegal. Just saying. Masked, armed, and costumed, because we don't show our faces, our bodies, or anything identifying, because why would we do that? Were observed riding into the town square of Utah, E-U-T-A-W, the county seat of Greene County. A number of the men entered George Cleveland's hotel and demanded to be shown to Boyd's room. I don't know why the hotel manager was like, yeah, sure, I'll just take you up there. Nowadays, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't even confirm or deny that that person was staying there. But this was back in the 1870s, and I'm sure they didn't have any kind of, like, privacy laws or anything like that. But, also, if 30 people showed up and, like, had guns and weapons, I probably... No, I wouldn't, because I'm an asshole and I just wouldn't care. But I wouldn't shoot into this room. But I can understand, in this case, maybe why this person did. It's not for me to say I'm one of those people that would have hid Anne Frank and been proud of it, but, you know, that's me. So, Boyd put up unexpected resistance and a gunfight broke out. He was wounded and left the room and was fatally shot in the hallway. It is believed that he was attacked to prevent prosecution of suits against plantationers. That same night, James Martin, a black Republican prominent in the county, was shot by gunmen near his home in Union, Alabama, who took him away rather than let him be treated, and he was never seen again. So, let's be real, we know what they did. They probably, arsoned that shit. Which, I don't know if that's, like, just, like, a KKK thing, but, like, back in the day, it seems like a lot of the people that they killed, they set on fire afterwards, and I don't know if that was, like, their, like, MO, for lack of a better phrasing here, but, like, that seemed to be a big thing. Reports of the Thursday night murder brought several hundred armed freed men into Utah on Saturday, April 2nd, 1870, calling for retaliation against the Night Riders. One member of the mob spoke for all when he said that local Confederates have never surrendered yet, and the only way to stop this is to burn them out. A store in Utah, again the city, owned by a prominent white Democrat, was burned a few days after Boyd's murder, and several barns were also reportedly torched over the next month. So, and this is the classic case of you push the people far enough, the people will push back. They were tired of being targeted, and they fought back. And, of course, that never works out in any history, if we've seen that. But this is a classic example of you can only push people so far. In the fall of 1870, before elections, 2 black politicians were killed in Greene County. An estimated 4 blacks were killed by whites in the Utah riot, which took place in the town square. President Ulysses S. Grant gained congressional passage of the 1870 Enforcement Acts, intended to authorize the federal government to suppress Klan violence. While the Klan was suppressed, rifle leagues and such insurgent groups as the White League in Louisiana and Red Shirts in Mississippi and the Carolinas developed as other paramilitary insurgent groups. So, yeah, you can shut one down and 5 more are going to pop up because, unfortunately, people like this exist, and they still exist today. And I know we would like to believe that we live in a perfect world and that doesn't happen, but unfortunately, the reality is it does. But that's the story of Alexander Boyd. Literally was just a page of notes. There wasn't a whole lot on this guy, and I'm sorry. I like doing older cases, but I hate them at the same time because I have so much trouble finding information. But as always, be here tomorrow, and there should be a new segment. I'll talk to you guys all then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Make good choices, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.